comes from one of our people in Discord. They sent me this story. I thought it was very interesting. You guys remember when we talked about the lady that got upset about her date taking her to a cheesecake factory? A little bit of like a recap. There was a big post that went absolutely viral on TikTok where a person was going to take somebody out on a very nice date. They ended up taking an hour extra, and so he ended up using a backup restaurant. He said, we're gonna go to Cheesecake Factory because she took too long and they missed the reservation. Well, she got upset about being taken to Cheesecake Factory. She said,
who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
we watched a whole video about this stuff. It was pretty bad. So that was just a quick little recap of the last thing we watched. Well, what if I told you that now this is empowering other people to act this way? That is right. We have another person upset that they're being taken to a cheap dinner choice. And so this is their first date. Let's take a look at this video.
I'm not getting out.
Get out of my car.
I'm not getting out.
Are you kidding me right now?
God.
Look, I took you on a date, okay?
So you can see here, he has decided to take her to Olive Garden, which I think Olive Garden's fine. I'm going to be real. I've been on first dates at Olive Garden before. I think Olive Garden is perfectly fine. Is it the best place? No. Is it the worst place? No. Is it a good place for a first date? Absolutely a great place for a first date. And Olive Garden, like, isn't even that cheap, you know? I mean, even if you do, like, all the endless, like, soup, salad, breadsticks, you know, it's like 12 bucks a person. Like, I think it's a good date. You get a drink as well. You're looking at 40 to 50 bucks. That's a good date. But anyway, let's continue.
What's the issue? What?
To Olive Garden.
Yes, and what's the issue?
It's Olive Garden. That's the issue.
I look, you had me.
What is the issue with Olive Garden? Somebody tell me what the issue is with Olive Garden.
Waste my time. Go to pick you up because you don't have a car and you're going to tell me you have a problem with Olive Garden.
Did you guys catch that? He went and picked her up because she doesn't have a car. But oh, Olive Garden isn't good enough for me. Are you for f***ing real? Are you for real?
You wasted my time bringing me here. Why would you bring me?
You wasted my time bringing me
I
here.
brought you to a restaurant. This is our first date. I don't even know you.
Do I look like a chain restaurant type of girl? Like,
do you look like a chain restaurant type of girl? Are you
Olive
serious right
Garden
now?
is cheap.
It's a restaurant, okay? It's a sit-down restaurant. They have a waiter.
Right, Fast Gamer?
No.
This is so entitled. Like, oh, do I look like a cheap restaurant girl? Girl, I don't care what the f you look like. I could be out in my fucking sweatpants looking like a hot mess. And then, you know, I could be doing myself up. I could be putting on my fake eyelashes, you know, like got the booba out with the deep cut. Like, I could be looking whichever way and you can take me to Olive Garden. Like, this is so entitled. So entitled.
I don't think you look cheap, but I think right now your attitude's pretty cheap.
No, it's not like
You're
yeah, very similar to that one, Janice.
On a date? You should be grateful. You should be grateful I even took you out on a
like,
date.
you might as well have just taken me. This is fast food. You might as well take me to a fast food restaurant.
They have servers here, waiters. This is not fast food.
Okay, first off, Olive Garden is not fast food. Maybe they're a quick service. Maybe they could consider that, but they're not fast food.
That's not how this works.
Pretty much is. It's a chain restaurant. It's got these cheap flowers. Like,
what's up, Furry Champ? How are you?
What do you mean cheap?
These cheap flowers. They're from the grocery store. Like,
they're flowers.
Oh, I didn't catch this. Oh no, he bought her flowers. That is so horrible. He went and bought her flowers, took her on a date, and this is what they did. Why would you act that way? Like, I would be so thankful for any food. Look, if you're gonna buy me food, as long as it's not Jack's, you know, cooking show, I'm down for it. Like, you can take me wherever. You can take me to Olive Garden, you can take me to Chili's. Why are you so entitled? Because here's the thing, I'll tell you this. People that act entitled like this make horrible partners. If you are okay with going to a cheap place, I promise you, if somebody is like very, very like wealthy, smart, wealthy people will not take you to a really nice place first off because they want to know if you're there for them, not your money, right? This could have been a test. Like maybe he has like buku's amount of money, you know, like not that should matter anyway, but this is just bad. Like her take on this as far as like, oh, I don't deserve this. No, girl, this isn't exactly what you deserve. Actually, you deserve less for treating this man this way. When he went out of his way to buy you flowers, to pick you up because you don't have a car, and to buy your dinner or lunch or whatever it is. Like I refute her as part of the females. I'm sorry. I do not claim her as part of the females chat.
They're flowers, okay? You get them anywhere. What makes a difference when they're from a florist?
You heard me.
Store? It's cheaper there.
Like, exactly.
Look, I don't know you, okay? I'm not gonna spend all this money and waste money on a date when I don't know.
Okay, here's my other thing, just really, really quick. If she was thinking that they were gonna go to like maybe a really, really nice restaurant. Like, I don't think she's really dressed for that. Not to say that she's dressed badly. Like, if I was thinking I was gonna go to a really nice restaurant and all this stuff, I think I would dress a little bit more up than this. Nothing rude towards her as far as that goes. Even though she's a like, I'll say it.
Well, you're literally wasting your time even taking me here. I got all dressed up because I thought you were taking me to a nice restaurant.
You called this dressed up? Who are you seducing? A rock? What the?
Jeans and sneakers.
Jeans and sneakers. I mean, I wouldn't even care if you wore jeans and sneakers because we're getting to know each other.
But like, are you not?
So that's on you.
Impress me? I'm confused. Like, other guys have no problem taking me to higher end restaurants. Like,
higher end restaurants, like where? Yeah, like where?
Like STK, Mastros, like what?
Do you know how? Okay, I'm sorry. Are you paying? Are you paying?
No, but other guys don't have a problem with it. So I'm confused.
Okay, because if we're
I hate that.
going to a place like that, I'm expecting you.
And by the way, just because somebody else takes you somewhere else, this is a different person. You shouldn't expect the exact same thing from them. I think putting expectations of something on somebody else makes no sense.
You're either putting out.
Seriously, Vampire Kitty.
Like what? No, like you're just broke at this point.
I'm
Just
broke.
You're broke. Yeah,
I'm
you
broke.
brought me here.
Look,
You got me
I
some
picked
flowers,
you up.
like-
You don't.
Oh yeah, he's broke because last I checked, you have a car, right? Oh wait, you don't because he had to pick you up because you don't have a car, but he's broke. Who even cares if he's broke? Like, actually, if he's broke and his nice day was taking you to Olive Garden, you should be appreciative of that. Why are you so offended that he took you to some place that you don't deem worthy?
You don't have a car. You don't have a car. You said I don't have a car.
Drive.
You don't
I'm
need to
a
drive?
passenger princess. Like, what?
I'm a passenger princess. What? Whoa, back up.
It's like, what? I'm not a driving type of girl. Guys drive me around.
Elara, if you wanted noise, drop 50 cents.
What? Are you serious? Girl, I'm being real with you. You're not making that much money for that, sweetheart. Like, don't get me wrong. Maybe you're like a 4 out of 10 at best on a good day, but like, sweetheart, that ain't happening. Who does she think she is? Like, girl, you ain't even close.
You're right. Okay, look, I'm not that guy. Can you get out of my car?
No, I'm not getting out. Take me home.
Get out of my car.
No, I'm not getting out.
So, I'm not taking you anywhere. You realize that, right? I'm not taking you anywhere.
What?
I'm not taking you anywhere.
Nick, we're gonna talk about it here in a bit.
Inside Olive Garden.
Look, you can go on this date that I'm going to pay for. I'm going to pay for this. We can get to know each other. Or
Happy Meal Spartan Elara. So,
I mean, I'm not going anywhere else.
I'm just
exactly, Millie. Exactly.
Okay,
She could have been
here,
absolutely beautiful, wouldn't
cheesecake.
matter.
What's the problem with that?
I'm not going to. It's a chain restaurant. Like, is that all you?
So he decided at the end, get out of my car, I'm leaving you here. Do you think that was the right response? Yes or no? So I do agree with him that, dropping her off and just leaving her there was probably the right choice. I know we're a little spoiled by how the other guy acted where he ended up taking her home, which I feel like was such an amazing way to deal with the situation. But I definitely feel like this was the right play. Like, just drop her off and be done. Guys, if somebody says, I'm going to take you to this restaurant, and even if it's not super expensive or whatever, right? Just be grateful that somebody's taking you out on a date and paying for it. This type of entitlement is just not right, guys. You can't act like this towards people and think it's okay. Everybody has different circumstances. Everybody has different places that they are in their life. I think it's so wrong to put everybody into one place and think, oh, like you have to meet this level, right? Everybody's different, like some people have less money, but they're a great person and an awesome personality and, they make you happy in other ways. It's not always about money. Some people have bukus of money and are people and you're okay with that, So I just this entitlement is something that I hope that none of you ever practice. This is just so bad. This is not the way to treat a man that is taking you on a date, let alone anybody, right? I don't know. This is not how my parents raised me. This is just gross. So speaking of gross, chat, we got to talk about this thing that lockdown actually brought to my attention. And holy f***ing shit, chat. I can't make this up. This story is insane. So let's read this. And I'm going to try not to blow your mind as I read this. A divorced woman demands a refund from her wedding photographer 4 years later. That is right. 4 years after she had a wedding, she got divorced and she demanded a refund. You did a wonderful job on them, but they went to waste as we are now divorced. I will need a refund of the amount we paid you because we don't need the pictures anymore. What? Pardon me. This has to be a joke, right? No, dear, I'm very serious, is what they say. So we're gonna back up. I'm gonna show you all the text in the beginning. So, hi, Remy, how are you? I don't know if you still remember me. You did the photo shoot for me at my wedding in Durban in 2019. Hey, I'm okay, thank you. Trust you're well. Yes, I remember. How may I be of service? And then, of course, this is where she asked for the refund. Pardon me, this must be a joke, right? No, dear, I'm very serious. How would you get a refund when you got divorced? What? I don't even understand. That's like buying like a toilet and using it and then being like, it didn't meet my expectations. I want a refund. Like, what? I'm very sorry to hear that you and your husband divorced, but as I'm sure you can figure out that that's not going to happen. Very in the right here. Photography is a non-refundable service. Once I've already delivered you the service and pictures, I can't refund you because I can't untake the pictures. Take care now. 4 years after. Well, let me ask you a question, chat. Let's say you get some pictures done and they deliver them to you. What is like the amount of time that you think it's acceptable to get a refund within 24 hours? Wrong. People have to go out and take the pictures. They normally put policies in place where, yeah, no refunds are possible. Once they come out and take those pictures, you're not getting a fucking refund. That's it. You can't untake pictures. So here we go. That is something you must have in your contract, that no refunds. But you didn't, so I'm entitled to demand a refund as I'm no longer in need of your pictures. I understand it's not your fault, but you are a business, and as such, you must be able to grant refunds. I no longer need the pictures. Wait, so any pictures ever taken have a refund policy? Like, so if I take a picture and then I take it out of the frame and put it and throw it in the trash or like put it upstairs in storage, I don't need it anymore. I need a refund. What? I don't need the pictures anymore. And my mom ever took pictures of me when I was a little girl, and then she gave them to me because she doesn't need them anymore. She wanted to give them to me. Then does she get a refund? Like, can she contact the camera company and be like, yo, let me get that refund? Like, what? I know, ma'am, you're not entitled to a refund. I would like to remain professional with you. I just reassure you that you will not be getting a refund. It's bad enough you want a refund 4 years later. It's unfortunately embarrassing on your part. Oh. Got him! So there'll be no refund. Okay, thanks. Take care now. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. I forward him everything. Sharp. What lawyer is gonna take this? So I used to be a professional video editor before I became a full-time Vtuber. If I delivered something, a video, it's completed, I send it to them, and it's done. And they contacted me 1 hour later after I delivered it, and they accepted it, and they said there's something wrong with it. I'd be like, no, you accepted it. You already got the video. It's done. That's it. Now imagine 4 years later. Oh, I don't need this advertisement video anymore. My business shut down. Yeah, can I get a refund? No, you can't. Like, what kind of sense is this? You're being here from my lawyer. Like, I really sympathize with you on your divorce. I can really imagine what you went through, but there's not the way to deal with it. Other than that, there's really no more I can do for you. So I think that's right. He basically says, no, that's not gonna happen. No lawyer is gonna take this case, right? Good morning, Romeo. It's fine to let our lawyers deal with it. At least refund 70% of the money, and I can move on and heal from everything. What are you healing from? What damage was caused to you by the photographer? He literally used the Bugs Bunny meme. What a chat. And that's kind of the end of it right there. So chat, let me ask you, do you think that she deserves a refund? Yes or no? I hope his business gets a good boost from this because he certainly deserves it. Like, I'm glad that a business owner is like standing up for themselves. You know what I mean? So anyway, this was wild. Thank you so much for sending this lockdown. Guys, if you ever want me to review something in my Discord under news stories, you can submit your stories. And some of these will be covered on my stream. So